Welcome back to RAB Auto. I'm Russell. So this past Sunday I had some free time, so I decided to go to the junkyard. Went to the LKQ in Clayton, North Carolina. Um, so walked around a little bit, got something I've been looking for. Always wanted one, so had a good time. Found one. Looked at a few cars, and anyway, stick around for the end, and I'll talk about the what tools I used to get what I got. So anyway, ended up picking up a T5 out of a 1998, I believe it was, Ford Mustang V6. So, hope you enjoy the video. I'm at the LKQ in Clayton. Found this 98 V6 Mustang with a T5. I'm going to try to get it. Probably won't do a lot of videoing because, anyway, got to work quick. Don't have much time. Got to get these 4 12mm 12-point drive shaft bolts out. The converters are already gone, so the front's just hanging on for the exhaust. And then I hadn't decided if I'm going to try to get the bell housing or just pull the 4. I might just pull the 4 bolts if I can get that big. Like I said, don't have much time. Well, I got it. That wasn't too bad. Being able to have the exhaust already cut helped a lot. And the drive shaft bolts weren't that hard to get out. So I think I got lucky on this one. A couple of the other cars that are around here. Here's a 95 Ford Thunderbird with the 4.6 liter automatic. Anyway, there's a K&N air filter if anybody needs one. Most of this other stuff's just junk. There's a Pontiac. Yep, with supercharger 3.8. So there's a hot little things. Here's another SN95 V6 car. These things pop up in here pretty often. So every once in a while you get some Fox body parts off of them. But this one's an automatic. So got disc brake rear end, but it's 7.5. So anyway, there's a old 96 Caprice. Let's see what's under the hood of it. The inside's been got the steering column. There's a V8. Somebody got the intake off of it. If it says. So here's your 5-lug Cobra R. Everybody's needing one. I don't know who knows where the rest of them are. I guess you just get one today. Here's a 2000 V6 Mustang. So another automatic. Seems like they get the instrument clusters out of these. They're almost always gone. This is a car I got the T5 out of. It's got some bullet wheels. They got some little curb rash on them. A 3G alternator for somebody. Black leather seats. They're a little rough. So it's got all 4 wheels on it. Make a clean up for somebody. Hopefully they get put back into service and don't get sent to scrap. Here's a 05 Mustang. I think it was a V6. It looks like a 7.5 rear end. Has some chrome wheels on it. They're a little rough. Tires look a little dry rotted. It's been a 5-speed. Transmission's gone. Shifter's still in there. Red leather seats, a little rough. Alternator. So that tire's rim shot, but they got the motor and transmission out of it. So like hit the front. Anyway, had some racing stripes on it, but you know it's fast. This 05 does have these straight through mufflers. I don't know if y'all can see through there. Anyway, everybody says that's what you want for a turbo. And I think they're 12 bucks a piece or something like that. They're probably not worth it, but I might grab them while I'm here. As far as I know, here's the only Fox body in the yard. It's a 88 4-cylinder. I think it was an automatic. Yeah, it was an automatic. You can see down there. The wide single pedal, no clutch pedal. So interior's it's got a few usable parts if somebody needed something. It's been banged up pretty bad. Whoever worked on this one didn't take much care when they were getting stuff out. So they ruined the door, knocked out the window. My hubcaps broke. Rear plastics could be saved if you really needed a set. Tail lights are busted. I think the pictures online had one of them busted originally. This one's kind of rough. Could be better than nothing. That's if you had nothing. Old steel wheels not worth anything. So the door's all jacked up. Pictures online look better than this. I don't know if the forklift got it or just people don't care. So it's a shame. There's a battery box. Might work if somebody needed a battery box. Steering column, cruise control steering column, tilt. This is a tilt steering column. It'd be nice for somebody that doesn't have tilt. The cowl grill's busted, windshield's busted. Got hood hinges, 4-cylinder sitting in there sideways. So somebody took the time to stuff a paper towel on the throttle body. I don't know. That hood doesn't go to this car. So a hood latch. Somebody's got a car that somebody turned into a race car and missing a hood latch. We get a hood latch. So 4-cylinder vacuum tree still there. Frame rails look pretty good. Somebody could get the whole core support. Core support's not bad. It's got little waves in it right there. But as far as it's better than the one on my car, that's for sure. But I'm probably that lower part might end up putting a tube in there at some point. Not a whole lot I would need on this car. Those little trim pieces, I wonder how they look. It's got one of those on it still that holds it in. I think mine. See how the other one looks. It's missing. One's broke, one's there. They're pretty commonly broke off. This thing's been sitting for a while. It looks like it's been flooded. I wonder if this was a flood car. Both of those are broken off. I'm just going to leave them. I'm sure they make repops for those if I need one. This is the transmission I got. Looks like it'd been replaced already. There's with the blue marks on it. So I think this came out of a different car. So hopefully it'll be good. It shifts through all the gears. I hadn't opened it up, look inside yet. I will eventually be putting a steel bearing retainer and a cluster support on this, trying to shim it up pretty tight. But anyway, I'll tell you what I used to get this out. So the first thing I did, came in here, removed these two 10mm bolts to take the shifter handle off, and then these 4 8mm bolts to take this cover off, and then go underneath the vehicle and got to get the drive shaft off. There's 4 12mm 12-point bolts for the drive shaft. Use a box end wrench for those and another wrench hooked in for some leverage. Luckily those weren't too bad. Sometimes they can be a bear. After I did that, I came in with a 2-foot extension and got the 4 bell housing bolts off. Those are a 15mm for the bell housing bolts. After I get those out, I got the 2 cross member bolts. It's 13 millimeter for the 2 cross member bolts. And once you do that and pull these out, it's pretty much free. So I put a car seat on the ground and just pulled on the tail shaft until it came out of the clutch, and more or less just dropped it on that seat, and then drug it out of the car. And then there's 2 for the transmission mount to get it off the cross member. There's 2 18 millimeter bolts. So I did that in probably a little less than 45 minutes. If you were getting the bell housing, it would take a little bit more. You'd have to drop the starter and then get the bell housing. But this will eventually be going in my 87 Mustang, so I didn't need the bell housing. I got a SFI bell housing on there, so that's why we're going to change the input shaft. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Have a good one.